I'm not your friend. I don't care. If you have money, I care.
A lot of people say you're racist. Yeah, there were comments made about Indian women, how they're overweight. A certain ethnic group of Indians, you said they smell very bad.
I'm a school dropout who lived on the streets, who didn't have money to eat food. 2011, when I lost everything, I was going to kill myself. From there, I managed to make my first million.
What's your biggest mistake?
I got in touch with the wrong person to come to Thailand, and I ended up losing half the money that I had as my savings.
Hey folks, how's it going? Pete here from Thairish Times. What's the story? So the comments on the previous video with Loy absolutely blew up. Some of you really hated Loy. There were some really brutal comments attacking Loy, and some of you really loved him, said that you enjoy his honesty. So it was such a mixed bag. So this is part 2 with Loy, and we're going to talk to him about how he makes his money in Thailand. And I'll give you a clue, he's a personal branding strategist. Now if you're wondering what that is, Loy's going to explain it all in the video. And this is part 2 with Loy, so if you haven't already seen part 1, I'll leave it at the end of this video. I'll also link it in the comment section below. So let's get into it. Before we do that folks, do me one more thing. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It does me a big favor. Like the video and leave me a comment. I'm very interested to hear what you have to say and what you think about this interview. Cheers, let's get into it. Loy, part 2, how you doing?
So far, so good.
Yeah, you're in the flow now? Flow state?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The espresso is kicked in.
Yeah, exactly. I like when the interviewees are in a flow state. All right. So you contacted me in an email and you gave me 2 videos. One we've done, but the second one is how you earn a living. And you started off by saying that you see videos on YouTube where certain YouTubers, we're not going to name any names, make videos and they portray Thailand to be this kind of place that you can come, easily make money and live very cheaply.
Yeah.
That piqued my interest, all right?
Eat only for $2, just $2. The soup is so nice. You can live in Thailand for $1,000, no worries. And then you have these amazing online courses where they'll show you a pool and the house, and you can earn living teaching English. If you want to know how, click on the link below and subscribe to the channel, and I'll take you for 3 free videos or 4 free videos. Blah blah bullshit.
Okay, right. So you're gonna set everybody straight, and because you've got some interesting points we spoke about off camera. I'm just gonna say, take it away. We'll get into it. You start what you're gonna say, and I'll ask you some questions when you're done.
See, everything is plus and minus, yin and yang. Okay. Don't expect that you being a loser in your country, you being an ordinary Joe, you're going to come to Thailand and suddenly become a superstar, okay? And whatever you see, oh, this girl loves this guy, and such beautiful girls. Yes, they look petite, but they are dangerous. They're like, these piranha fishes, okay? They are not dumb. People have this tendency where they believe, I'm from the West, I'm smart. These people are from the East. I can just come and flash a few dollars. Well, you with your big, fat, oversized tummy, where you could not even see the rest of your body, being as old as a grandpa, never got a female in his life. You come down here and all of a sudden you get to see your granddaughter's age, a young girl, saying, oh, you're such a nice man, you're so handsome, you're so nice. And you think, wow, heaven, hallelujah, Jesus, this is what is true love. Yeah, I don't want to say the word, but you're stupid. She is going to suck you dry, not suck that. She is going to suck all your money out. And then in the end, oh, they hurt my feelings, they took all my money. Yeah, because you're stupid. Even in the Bible it says, stupid and his money gets parted, no? That's what it is. It's not that easy. Thailand is not easy. And for my message to all those YouTubers who put out, eat for only $2, $1 soup. Are you going to live the rest of your life eating a $1 soup? If you want to stay cheap, whatever this video, stay off the grid for $5 a month, My wife is from Ubon, Rajasthani, where we live cheap. Do you know what life cheap is? When you sit in the toilet on the ground, okay, there's no fan, there's no AC, you have to eat from the forest, you have to eat leaves, and you have to eat maybe sticky rice with little bit of spices. That is called living cheap. If you can live that life for the rest of your life, great. But then, what about your visa? What about paying the legal fees? What about paying lifestyle? What if you're sick? Have you ever thought about it that Thai people may get free, medical whatever facilities? A simple injection. For example, when I wanted my tetanus, the guy before me, Thai, paid around 250 baht. When it came to me, same injection, same doctor, same everything, 3,500 baht. Okay. Now, can I say dual pricing and all that? No. Their country, their rules, you respect it. You don't like it, go back to the zoo you came back from. That's how I believe it. People complain, oh, they're charging us more for entering here. No, it's very simple. This is Thailand. So Thailand is not that romantic little honeymoon that they're talking about. If you're coming here as a tourist, great. You'll enjoy it. You spend money, you get what you spend. But the minute the money is over, you're going to feel the reality of life hit you so hard, you'll wish you were never born. So,
all right, so Loy, let's go into what you do over here, because I'm interested to know how you make money over here.
It's very simple. I use YouTube as not as something to make me famous and viral. Oh, I have 50,000 subscribers. No, I want less number of subscribers, because my strategy on YouTube is simple. I use it as a marketing tool to market my services, and I'm very explicit about the fact that I'm in it to make money. I'm not your friend. I don't care about you. I'm giving you content, I'm giving you value. You're a freeloader who's on YouTube for free. You're seeing my content, enjoy it. You want to like, you like. You don't want to like, go to hell. You want to subscribe, subscribe. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. That is why none of my videos I ask, please like, share and subscribe. No, you're a grown-ass man, you're a grown-ass woman. You know what you want. I don't believe in asking someone. If you want to like me, you like me. If you don't want to like me, just don't. You can see my videos and never even comment. My content that I give is the value that I can offer. But if you want individual attention, that is where you pay me money. That is why anyone who wants to send me an email, I charge money. Anyone who wants a video response, I charge. Anyone who wants to call me, I charge money. Even if you want to meet me and you're in the same, there have been people who have flown down and said, Loy, I've flown down all the way just to meet you. Yeah, you pay me 5,000 baht. No, sorry, what am I saying? $5,000, and then that's too much.
$5,000?
Yeah.
To meet you?
Yeah. And they would say, that's not worth it. Absolutely. That's why I don't want to meet you. Because I know nobody would shell that kind of money.
But what do you offer them?
See, I specialize in personal branding, number one. I stayed in Dubai for 40 years, so I know Dubai in and out. The stuff that I put out, nobody who stays in UAE can put. And the third one, I specialize in the marketplace for employment. So I know the loopholes, the secrets, which nobody can talk about. Because if you talk about it, you'll get arrested being in the Middle East. So my market is 30 to 50-year-olds, working class Asians who want, or nowadays I get Europeans and Americans, who want to go down to the Middle East, want to make a living, start a life, they contact me. And I've also started making videos on life and especially youngsters. Today's younger generation is so lost. So I give them my perspective being an adult. And over there also people, if they want to take my advice one-on-one, they pay me.
So Loy, how much do you charge for a consultation then?
Right now my rates are $217 per hour.
And how many people do you get per day?
Okay, let me put it to you this way. My target per day is $500 per day. Minimum, I might earn $50 to $100 a day, minimum, okay? Maximum, if I get someone who takes my online coaching for, let's say, a year, it can be $10,000 and above.
Now, I had a look at your website today. One of your courses, you charge $100,000.
Yeah. That was me getting lucky. To be very honest with you, that was me getting lucky. I had someone from the royal family who had lots of money, and he asked me for something which was pretty ridiculous. He wanted to be as famous as The Rock, and he wanted to be muscular and attract women, and young guy with tons of money. I was like, okay, how much are you willing to give me? And he brought up the number. What about $100,000? I just bit my tongue and said, I think I can do something for you in that range. He actually paid me down payment cash, 120,000 US dollars, but this was in Dubai. In my career,
which royal family?
That I can't mention.
Okay, all right.
Client,
I'm not gonna push you. I won't push you on it.
Okay, so let me put it to you. Whether people believe me or not, I've been in this line of work for now close to 25 years. Okay, in this 25 years, 3 clients, out of the thousands that I met, have paid me more than $100,000. Now, you may not believe me, but let me tell you this, there are people willing to, if people can spend millions of dollars just to buy a number plate, you think people are not stupid enough to shell out money on stupid other things? In fact, just ask someone who is in love with a girl, he might as well buy her a Ferrari. So don't you think there are people who want a coach or someone and they're ready to shell out money? And I'll tell you honestly, if someone has the kind of money ready, if I don't accept it, someone else will take it. If Gary Vaynerchuk can charge 15,000 US dollars for 30 minutes, bloody hell, why can't I?
If someone wants to do this, what's the first step?
Someone wants to, here I follow simple basic rules, okay? You need to keep your ethics and morals in place. You can't just take money. If someone wants to pay me money, I first ask them, what is it that you need? I need to know all the details, and if I can give it to him, only then I say yes. If no, otherwise no.
And you sound like you're making a really good income from this.
It's hard work, 12 to 16 hours a day. In fact, let me get this one thing clear for the people who are watching. Don't think that you're going to make lots of money online easy. I work 12 to 16 hours a day. 12 to 16 hours a day for the past 5 years. After 5 years is when me and my wife have taken a holiday. After 5 years. Me and my wife in the same house, we sleep in 2 different rooms. My office has a bed at the side. I work and I sleep and I get up. My baby also is not allowed to come inside. When I open the door is only when they meet me. Me and my wife have not slept on the same bed. Why? Because I have weird sleep timings, and when I'm awake, she's sleeping. When I'm sleeping, she's awake. In fact, our lives are so like workaholic, as you can call it. But the reason for this is, if you want to achieve a worthwhile goal and you want to make worthwhile money, you need to bust your ass. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And I work very hard. In fact, anybody says, I want to be your friend, I want to talk to you, immediately comes down to, what do you want? If anyone sends me a message, straight away ask, what do you want? And if you don't have the money, I'm sorry, I'm not interested to speak to you. You can be a good-hearted guy, change the world, help the poor. Even people have got into, I'm thinking of committing suicide, because I tried to commit suicide once in my life. That video is there. So people say, Loy, I'm feeling depressed, I'm going to kill myself. I tell them my charges. Loy, but I don't have, and I have no one else to turn to. I'm sorry, I'm not Mother Teresa. I'm not your friend. I don't care. If you have money, I care. I'm not here to make friends, even on YouTube. I don't care whether you like me or don't like me.
This is a lot of stuff to comprehend here at the moment, right? So I googled your name before this interview, and a lot of the stuff came up was good business kind of stuff, like the stuff you're talking about now, how to make money. A lot of your YouTube videos came up. A lot of comments came up, people reviewing you and what you're doing. A lot of good comments, a lot of comments from people that support you, said you're a straight talker, and I can see exactly now you're a straight talker.
Let's get to the juicy part. Come on.
All right, the juicy part is a lot of people don't like you. You've got a lot of hate groups. A lot of people try to get you off YouTube, try to get your website shut down, are targeting you, especially in I don't know, maybe India and Dubai. A lot of people. There's a lot of people. A lot of people say you're racist. Yeah, there were comments made about Indian women, how they're overweight. There was a comments made about I forget the name, but a certain ethnic group of Indians. You said they smell very bad.
By the way, see, they call me racist. The funny thing is, I'm Indian and I'm speaking about Indians. Okay, so we live in a very funny world where, let's say, for example, I don't want your channel getting demonetized. Otherwise, I said the word. If black African American says the N-word in a rap song, it's cool. But if a black African American says the N-word, it's racist. I don't understand this. From when did we become as men who could literally talk to each other and have differences of opinion? Oh, it hurts my feelings. Oh, you have made me feel sensitive. Oh, I can't take this. I hate this culture. I hate the cancel culture. I hate weak-minded people.
Yeah, but Loy, if you're saying, I don't like this group of people because they smell bad, and I don't like in certain kinds of indie women, they need to exercise, they're overweight, you must know that people are not going to be happy with that.
What is bad is bad. What is wrong is wrong. If you're not hygienic, it's bad, correct?
Yeah, but there's a difference in making a video and putting it online for the world to see. Especially, the thing is, what I'm trying to get at is, do you think that's bad for your brand?
It makes my brand stand out because someone has the guts to say, to call a spade a spade. I, being an Indian, I do not like our own Indians when they are stingy for every penny. When they will buy an iPhone of $1,000, but they'll bargain for few pennies from a poor man who's selling fish and onions and vegetable. I find that appalling, and I totally speak against it. In fact, if you see my videos, I speak about India, against India, where rape is concerned, where religious hatred is concerned, where racism. You know, Indians complain about racism and all that. Our Indians are the most racist in the world. Me being an Indian, I'm telling you this. How many Indians can actually stand up and they are afraid to say it? You know why? Because they want to be nice with everyone. They want to be popular. I don't want friends. I don't care. That's why I can speak about India today, the drawbacks, or about Dubai, is because I'm not staying there. If I would stay there by now, I would get killed. In fact, if you Google search today, there's an Indian singer who just had a rap song of something that offended people. They shot him dead. This is the culture. In fact, in India, it's a known fact. A cow has much more privileges and rights compared to a woman.
Really?
Yes. There's more respect for a cow than a woman. Just try insulting a cow. Try, for example, if let's say an Indian Muslim sells a cow, because it's an Indian cow, they can literally beat him and kill him, and it's okay with the majority of the, not all Hindus, remember, not all, but the hardliners, they're like, this is God. And there are even videos, Google searches, there are even videos where Indian doctor is eating cow dung, fresh cow dung. He's saying this heals COVID. And he drinks the urine that's coming from the cow, he drinks it and says this will heal COVID. They believe all that BS, but they and by the way, rape that takes place in India, men who are interviewed said she had to be taught a lesson. So I taught her. That's how we men should teach women a lesson. This is the Indian situation. So you want me to start respecting that? And about being fat and ugly. If you're fat,
that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, if you're see, listen,
you went off on a different topic there. I was talking about overweight.
Okay, see, if you're fat, you're fat. I'm ugly, I'm ugly. You might find me ugly. Thank you. I'm not going to get offended. If you're fat and overweight, you're fat and overweight. What do you want me to say? Oh, it's just curvy. Oh, accept yourself. I'm sorry. This is my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. Just when people look at my face, they say, look at this monkey, or look at this. You're right. I don't think it's racist. If you say I look like Darth Maul or Spider-Man or Umaga, good. In fact, I've got people who have come up to my face and said, if I had a son like yours, if I had someone in my family look like, I'd kill him. In the Middle East, people have come to me, shaitan, haram, means devil or evil. I don't mind. It's normal. You have a right to your opinion. I may not find you handsome. So does that mean I'm bad?
No, but I bring it back to the point where, like, I'm just looking at it from a business sense, right? You're saying these things.
If you're sensitive, don't come to me with your money. If you want to hear it on your face, people who come to me. Are
you still attracting the clients? Are you still getting clients?
Yes. People who have failed miserably and who need someone to tell them on their face, listen, you are messed up here. They come to me and they actually see the results. A very simple thing. How is it possible that 25 years I've been online and I still am making money? 11 years full time. How am I making money if what I'm saying is just bluff?
And give us an idea of a kind of client. They must be mostly men, are they?
Mostly men, yes. Men and especially people who are fed up of the hypocrisy that is there. Those are the people who come to me, who want to hear the real stuff.
Mostly from India.
Yes, majority of them are Indians, yes, especially in the Middle East. Not from India, from the Middle East.
And do they have the same opinions that you have?
No, they disagree. Many of them disagree with me, but they like the fact that they are getting. See, when you come to me with personal branding, I'm not going to speak about your personal life. You might, let's say, for example, you're into some strange fetish. Let's assume you have some hardcore religious views. Let's assume you're a racist. That's none of my business. If you come to me with your personal brand, your resume, or I'll focus on this. I don't care what you do at the side.
Give us an example of some of your success stories.
The most common one are people who are looking for employment and jobs in the Middle East. Nowadays, if you check resumes, you get all this bull, absolute utter nonsense, cliche templates. Every resume I've taken, I made it simple, only content. My specialization is personal branding and content, and I give them not a colorful CV, not a one with graphics, just text, and they end up with results. Because every person is different, every industry is different. People don't use their common sense, and that is where I come in. See, to make you understand, I'm a school dropout who lived on the streets, who slept, who didn't have money to eat food. 2011, when I lost everything, I was going to kill myself. From there, I managed to make my first million. How is that possible? It is possible only when you use common sense, which is not at all common.
You made $1 million. If I ask you what's your net worth?
What's the point of making $1 million if you didn't save all of it? I've spent much more than that. See, I tell people this way, you can make $1 million and spend 1,000,010. You're in minus. For me, I made a lot of money and I spent a lot of money because I took a lot of risks. Just like these tattoos, I made a lot of mistakes.
What's your biggest mistake?
The latest one, the biggest mistake was I got in touch with the wrong person to come to Thailand, the wrong lawyer, the wrong accountant, and I ended up losing half the money that I had as my savings. Just imagine a legit lawyer who's known, when you Google search, I won't give the name, he cheated me off by giving me the wrong advice.
What advice did he give you?
I'm an Indian passport holder, and he told me you can get visa just like this. You can just go border run and you'll get the visa just like this. You can't. The accountant scammed me off the money without me even knowing. You learn through your mistakes, man. You learn through your mistakes. So one by one, yeah.
All right, let's go back. What advice do you have for anyone that's thinking of coming over here, starting a business, a physical location, or else online? What advice do you have for it? Because we have a lot of, I get a lot of messages from people asking me these type of questions. I want to hear what you have to say about it.
Number one, the first most important piece of advice is, if you do not have money, don't come down here. And people ask, how much money? Very simple. Calculate your expense per month, multiply that into 12, save for at least 2 years. That will be your blanket. That will be your emergency fund. With that, come down to Thailand and then take your time, sweet time, 1 year, 2 years, try everything possible, so at least you don't have to go begging. But first thing is, if you don't have money, don't come down. Second one, you don't have savings. And how much money? I told you, at least 1 to 2 years worth of savings. That's number one. Second thing, please do not fall for the YouTube and internet articles. And you can eat for $1, you can stay within $1,000. Thailand is not a cheap place. Yes, if you want to go in a village where cows and buffaloes and mosquitoes and there's no fan, there's no AC, and if you have to go to the toilet, you have to sit on the ground and do it, fine. If that is your life, fine. Otherwise, that's not the way to live. You can't eat a $1 soup for the rest of your life. You want a decent living. So for that, you need to pay money. In fact, Bangkok is even more expensive than other cities. Yes, YouTubers like to show, oh, I stayed in this place so cheap and all that. That is only one part of it. What about the other things? There are so many of them who see, the problem is YouTubers put on a facade. It's entertainment and they misguide people. Number 3 is you will fail. Stop all this motivational and inspirational, oh, this person succeeded today as a success. What if you fail? Nobody's asking, what if you fail and you end up with no money? What are you going to do next? Go back to your country? And there you expect people to welcome you, hey, come back. No, it's not going to happen that way. And last if not the least, if I were to encapsulate, I would just tell them, whatever challenges you face in your country, you'll face a bunch of new challenges here. And it's going to be even more harder. So if you have not had successful business experience back home, you're not going to create one here. If you don't have a successful empire, you're not going to have one here. In fact, a very simple thing. How many people who come here know that all the documents are printed in Thai? How many of them know that there are a lot of rights given to Thai people? Because it's their country, you need to respect it. And you are a foreigner and you'll always remain, as the tag word says, Farang. How many of them talk about it? They will not talk. They'll just talk, oh, it's such a beautiful place and this and that, and people fall for it. They think this is an easy way out. There's no such thing. Just like cryptocurrencies and NFTs and all this bull, Thailand is a tourist destination. But if you want to make it a place where you live, get ready to work even more harder than you have, spend even more money, and your mistakes, each mistake you make will be so expensive, you'd wish you'd never come down. There are, last if not the least, there are many, many people here who are now just holding on to that last string because they don't want to let go. Because once they go back, it's finished. I'm not a, like people say, are you a motivational coach? I said, no, I'm a demotivational coach. I bring out the realities of life. Hey, no problem.
Thanks very much for doing the interview.
Sure.
The comment section is going to blow up on this one.
Go ahead. Let me see what you got. Let me show me what you got. Come on with your best.
Let your comments flow on this one. We're very interested to hear what you have to say. Like, subscribe, share. Thanks very much. We'll see you on the next one. I'm eagerly awaiting these comments.